Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I have a message for someone, okay? The Most High just keeps bringing me back to Job, right? And the way that the Most High placed it on me for someone, so you'll have to pray on it, use your discernment. That is how you'll know if this message is for you. But I kept hearing Job, right? And the thing about Job is that Job lost it all, right? When you think about losing it all is also losing family, friends, people that once believed in you, people that once supported you, all, right? Now, we could say that, oh, he lost it all because he did something, but it also says that Job was the Most High's most faithful servant, right? So if he was the Most High's most faithful servant and yet he still lost it all, does that mean that he was doing something out of order? Does that mean that he was out of conduct? Does that mean that he was bad? Does that mean that he was wrong? No. It means that he was a faithful servant that chose to believe in the Most High. But it also shows you that you can go through trials and tribulations, that you can lose it all and get it back. And the way that the Most High was showing it to me was that, think of boot camp in a sense, right? Think of being trained in a sense. Think of going into the military or going into some sort of combat or going through some sort of extensive, brutal training, right? What are you getting trained for? To be strong, right? What are you getting trained for? To be a great soldier, right? Well, the Most High has to train you as well. Job had to be trained. Everyone has to be trained. Joseph had to be trained. David had to be trained. In order to become a great soldier, you have to be trained. You guys are going through a training at this time. That is why it has been so hard. And if you think of a sense like Job losing it all, don't you think there were people around Job that was questioning the beliefs of the Most High? Don't you think there were people around Job that were saying like, well, I thought the Most High only blessed a hardworking man, somebody that was willing and dedicated and did this, that, and the third, right? Job lost it all. All. Not just material items, not just like things to keep yourself safe and a roof over your head, all. Friends and family too. That is what Job lost. But yet he was restored and it all got given back to him, right? So there's something around this time where the Most High is saying that you are going through training and it is brutal, it is extensive, and there are going to be people around you that are not going to believe, they're not going to want to see, they're not going to want to overstand or understand, they're going to deny you, they're going to give up on you, they're not going to keep the faith. Why? Because just like Job, you may have lost it all. And what happens when you lose it all? People will think, oh, you've done something wrong. Oh, you're not doing the right things. When in fact, the Most High already knew that the devil was going to take everything from Job. Just like the Most High knew the devil was going to take everything from you. Training. Okay? The enemy has tactics too. Does that mean that Job wasn't a good person? Of course not. Job was the most faithful servant, but yet still had to lose it all. So if you have been going through something heavy, if you have been losing things left and right, if you have been losing it all, right? It's because you have been faithful to the Most High. And the enemy was giving you a test. You were being tested. You will get it back. You will get it back. Thus saith the Lord. You will get it all back and some. So just know around this time, the way that the Most High was giving it to me is that for some of you guys, there are some people around you where you've lost it all. There are some people around you who don't believe. There are some people around you that could have the Most High tell them their self, and they still will choose not to believe in you, believe about you, believe whatever it is that the Most High says. Why? Because that is what they are, non-believers. And these are some of the people that claim to be the most religious. They too are non-believers. See, sometimes, guys, you don't know that the enemy is working against children of the Most High. The enemy works against anointed ones. The enemy comes on you hard. Look at what Job lost. The enemy was working against Job 24/7. He even tells you in the scripture, he was ready to leave. He didn't want to be here no more. He was like, I cursed the day I was born. I cursed the day I came out my mother's womb. That sounds like a man that was down bad. That sounds like a man that was down and out. That sounds like a man that was over it. That sounds like a man that didn't want to exist anymore, that didn't want to live anymore, that didn't want to be here anymore. That sounds like a man that was tired. And that was a faithful servant telling you that it got hard. It got hard. Does that mean that Job wasn't loved? Does that mean that Job wasn't a good person? Does that mean the Most High didn't care about Job? No. Does that mean Job wasn't a hard worker? Does that mean that Job wasn't going to be blessed? No. It means that the enemy was coming up against Job hard, body. And he tells you that. So if the enemy's been coming up against you, it's because you are going to get everything back and some. And you have lost it all. You may lose it all. And the things that you may lose are going to be some of the same family and friends that you thought would have been there with you. But they don't know faith like you know faith. They don't know blind faith like they claim they know blind faith. You know faith. Faith is to believe in the unbelievable. They don't know that kind of faith. The faith they claim they know is the safety faith. Oh, I believe, but let me just make sure kind of faith. No, if you're going to believe, you're going to go all the way in kind of faith. That's the kind of faith I have for my Father. That I will lose it all because I believe in the Most High. Yes, I do. And I will be just like Job, and I might be stressed, and I might be going through it, but I know that it said the blessing of the Lord make rich, and it add no sorrow. So if that's what it says, that's what it means. So don't worry about what these people think. Don't worry about what these people say. You might be down bad. You might be down and out. You might be wondering, dang, are you cursed? No, you're not cursed. You anointed. And the enemy knows that. That is why it has been so hard. Go back to Job. Read Job. Job tells you Job didn't even want to live. That's how bad it got. But what happened? Restoration. That is your Father. The Most High got you. The Most High will never forsake you, abandon you, leave you, neglect you, forget you. And there are people that will do that, but thank God the Most High won't. So that is the message, and that is how the Most High gave it to me. So for someone around this time, go back to Job. You are going through it because you are just like Job in a sense. You are going through it because the enemy wants to come kill, steal, and destroy. And you may have lost it all, and all could be anything. I told you in one of the messages, they're going to abandon you. You think Job didn't get abandoned by people? You think people didn't give up on believing in Job? You think people probably didn't think Job was cursed? You think people probably didn't think, well, dang, what happened, Job? You must have got into some other stuff. Well, what's really good, right? Not knowing that it was the enemy coming at Job full throttle. Do you think they cared? Do you think people cared the enemy coming to you? You think people care about your problems? They don't. But the Most High do. That is the message. And that is what the Most High said. Go back towards Job, because that is why it has been so difficult. But you will get restoration, thus saith the Lord. That is what I got. So until next time, and as always, what we tell them, guys, we tell them, namaste.